Hi, I wanted to go through a blog piece, and I thought it's about time that I did something about my frustrations and living with Parkinson's. So the first and the biggest frustration I have, and most definitely number one, is being seen as the patient at home. I think the progression and the evolution of Parkinson's has meant that I needed to rely on help from my wife and occasionally from my daughters, and that's my biggest frustration, is that I can't do things exclusively and independently. So that's my number one. Closely followed by sleep and the sleep apnea or disturbed sleep is the biggest piece that I suffer from in the evenings. When I go to bed and finally get comfortable, and it is getting comfortable is the main issue. Then when I do fall asleep, when I wake up, it's I've not moved, and literally all my weight has been on one particular side for X amount of hours, and that's really very uncomfortable. The process of actually falling to sleep is an issue as well. So that's number two, I guess. Again, linked with number one, the ability to do things unmedicated. So getting dressed in the morning, getting undressed in the evening after the plateau of the medication is worn off is a particular issue. And again, frustration because I'm kind of having to ask for help from my wife, which I don't want to be seen as the patient, as I mentioned earlier. In particular, with dressing, I struggle with sports socks. Just socks are the worst. But a freshly washed pair of sports socks is just a nightmare. So hence partly the reason why I train barefooted now, and it makes just an enormous amount of difference. So that's the dressing part. Number four is food, diet, and everything related to that. I've finally happened on a regime that suits now. It's very much a carbohydrate and fruit and vegetable diet during the day, and I kind of joke about being a part-time vegan. I'd be very comfortable being completely vegan if the benefits of plant protein in the evenings could match that of animal protein. And if anybody's watching this and has any views on that, I would love to get some feedback on that. So diet is in particular probably a subject that I can do a separate blog on, but very much a frustration that I need to be so very careful. But actually, when I am very careful with my diet, the medication is balanced very nicely. A little thing, but again, it's kind of the frustrations, and my top 10 list of things happens to be both sides of the day when the medication is not in force. So brushing my teeth is just something that happens to take forever now, and is an eternity. Just kind of the process. It's slow, it's laborious, and obviously I want to make sure that my teeth get clean to the best of my ability. So that's yet another frustration. I wear contact lenses, which is my number 6 is frustration, and the medication again, and it's kind of falling into a bit of a pattern this video, but the medication and the movement, the fine motor skills to take the contact lenses out of their containers and then place them in the eye is hugely frustrating and very, very slow. And I guess from my point of view, what I have learnt over the last 3 years, and probably only over the last 3 or 4 months as I've accepted it, is that everything needs to just take that much longer. And then when I allocate more time to doing jobs, then the frustration levels actually drop, because I just take that much longer unmedicated to do things. You may well have seen some videos of me training. I've posted some boxing videos, medicated and unmedicated, and recently some kinesis videos as well. So you might want to have a look at those. Linked with the top 5 or 6 items that I've mentioned already, is medication had to be in there. It is one of these things that causes massive frustrations, but actually the benefits are huge as well. And once the medication is leveled and absorbed and everything goes well, then I actually move very normally, and it's very easy to move and operate during the day. The issues I have is again in the evenings, and actually if I miss medication slots, I take Madapar, by the way, so that's a Roche product. I don't know whether it's, I believe it's not an exclusive product, but it's I take Roche Madapar. The downside of that medication is that when it comes to the end of the time period, it doesn't just kind of gently fall away. It drops away like a stone, and actually amplifies my symptoms. So movement is a particular problem at that point, which comes into my next point, which I think, if I'm getting my numbers right, is number 8. I've got movement as number 8 as my biggest frustration. I do a tremendous amount of exercise these days, which has helped the dexterity and the movement. But the biggest thing, whether it's brushing teeth, tying shoelaces, that's a huge issue. So I tend to kind of wear slip-on shoes now, which is a solution to some of the frustrations. That's kind of my number 8 is movement. But again, that's probably a separate video to get into the detail of that. Again, number 9 is needing to keep to an absolute schedule. I think the benefit of keeping to that schedule is that once the day is mapped out and I'm taking my medication at the right amount of times, and I've got everything planned, whether it's an alarm or a timer to remind me of my medication needs. That's huge. But schedule is massive. It's either diet, or it's medication, or actually needing to plan things during the plateau of the medication for most effective use. So again, schedule is critical, but actually a huge frustration as well. Number 10 is the lack of stamina. I find that the training and the exercises that I'm doing has a tremendous benefit. But I can't quite get to a level where the unmedicated exercise routine is allowing me to train with any length of time. I get very tired very, very quickly. And I guess my biggest frustration there is not having the knowledge or the ability to kind of balance out medication, exercise, and the need thereafter. So I hope that's clear. And actually, maybe the whole stamina thing is needing some more explanation. But it is a concern and a worry. And that's from my point of view, it's made it onto the top 10. So whether that's a definitive top 10 or not is for debate. Actually, I would say that every day is different, and good days and bad days mean that the top 10 can maybe go out the window. Maybe a top 3 become the issues of the day. And actually, just on Monday, I trained longer and harder on Monday morning. Came back craving protein. Had a large kind of protein brunch, if you like, and then that just kind of finished me off for the rest of the day. Then my meds were completely blocked, and it was something that's just, again, a huge frustration. So listen, this video could be days long, listing about my issues and frustrations with Parkinson's. Generally, I don't have a huge amount to be miserable about, and I need to be very grateful for the medication that does its job currently. And like I said, that's my top 10, but it would be interesting to get your comments and feedback, and join in the debate of top 10 Parkinson's frustrations. Thank you very much for your time.